So what? It's illegal to be in Canada and say something about trans people or what? I don't know, anymore. It's like, dude, you know what's violence? Violence. Here's the thing that our violence is. Stabbing someone, choking someone, shooting someone, smacking someone, you know. Hey, doing this, hey, fuck you, that's not violence, okay? Now, granted, there's a sliding scale, all right? If you're out there trying to incite a mob, yeah, I don't think that should be legal. Hey, come on, let's get them. That's violence. Hey, look at those people who aren't dressing the way they should. Look at the people whose color aren't a shade to my liking. Get them. That's violence. That's the kind of non-silence that's violence. But the second you just are silent, that's not violence. Silence is violence? No. Not silence isn't violence either. That's how much you know silence isn't violence. Silence and not, they don't want you to be talking and they don't want you to not be talking. No matter what, you're doing violence, right? That's basically what they're saying in Canada, because they passed this rule to where if you're around like 100 meters at if there's like more than 3 trans people together and you say something against trans people, you go to you go to jail or get fined or something. And I'm just like, okay. So look, you're talking about free speech and all this shit. Fine, free speech, and people are like, they're taking free speech from us. Dude, it's gone already. It's gone. They don't have free speech in Canada. Now, I am on tour in Canada coming up in September, October, whatever the fuck. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fucking let them have it the way I do. All right. I would never, right? I'm sure under the arts, it's okay. And it's not like we're doing a big trans rally. And by the way, I love trans more than regular people. I love them more than regular people. But it is hilarious how at the fucking thing they were like a bunch of they were like having a political rally and they were like, because we think it's violence if they say that, and they're like behind them, it's like the people that they pick of the trans people to represent the thing, it's always they look like the Fifth Element, it's like Rainbow Bright, and it's like, okay, even if a chick that identifies as a chick that dresses like this, you'd be like, whoa. But if you say whoa, because they'd be like, that's violence. You're like, all right, how about this? Too much makeup is a lot, right? And I don't care if you're a guy or a girl or identify as a guy or a girl, but I'm a bully, right? Because I'm saying this. And I know, the other thing is, I know that most people agree with what I'm saying. But okay, they're going to limit my ads because I said this or whatever it is. But the whole point is, they're not taking the free speech away. They took it. And I understand too, like you can't say certain things on YouTube, you can't say certain things on Instagram, you can't say certain things on... That's definitely a slippery slope, because if they are companies and they can do what they want, the second you start caving to things, I do think though that some things, like I don't think you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want on certain platforms, because it's definitely leads to deaths. But, I don't know. I guess there needs to be a better system figuring out what the violent things to be said are, right? Everyone's so mixed up, man. I feel like the trans people who are truly trans, that are like, I'm a woman, but were born biologically a male, or I don't know how to say it without getting in trouble, but that they are even like, oh God, can you stop, guys? I just want to be a woman, and I am a woman, and just chill, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? What I do know is there's no free speech in Canada. Crazy, 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 crazy.